Hello there, and welcome to Scrum Nuggets in 5 minutes. In one of the videos, I talked about the difference between Agile and Scrum, but there are a lot of terms mentioned that might need clarity. And so today, I'm going to break down some of those key terms that are important to understanding Agile and Scrum. Now let's talk about Scrum roles, which are the different people or positions that make Scrum work. And there are 3 key roles in a Scrum team. Number 1, the Scrum Master. The Scrum Master is like the coach of the team. Their job is to make sure the team understands and follow Scrum practices. They help remove obstacles and make sure that the team remain focused. Think of them as a guide who help keep everything running smoothly. Number 2, the Product Owner. The Product Owner represents the customer. They decide what's most important for the team to work on and make sure the team builds the right product. Now they manage the product backlog, which is a list of everything the team needs to get done. The product owner also helps to prioritize that list so the team works on the most valuable task first. Number 3, development team. The development team is made up of the people doing the actual work. In Scrum, this team is self-organizing, meaning they decide how to accomplish the tasks given to them. They work together to create a product increment at the end of each sprint. Don't worry, you would get to understand all those terms as I go further. Now, let's move to Scrum events. These are the key meetings that helps keep the team on track. And there are 4 main events. 1, sprint planning. This is where the team decides what they are going to work on during the next sprint. The sprint usually lasts between 1 to 4 weeks, I've mentioned. And in the meeting, the team and the product owner agrees on which tasks from the product backlog to tackle. Number 2, daily stand-ups or daily Scrum. This is a quick 15-minute meeting that happens every day. The team checks in on progress, discusses what they worked on yesterday, what they are doing today, and if there is anything blocking their progress, otherwise called impediments or challenges. This just keeps everyone aligned and allows the team to adjust quickly if needed. Number 3, the sprint review. At the end of the sprint, the team meets with the product owner and sometimes the customer to review what they've accomplished. It's a chance to show off the finished work and get feedback. Number 4, the Sprint Retrospective. After the review, the team holds a retrospective to look at how the sprint went. They discuss what went well, what didn't, and how they can improve. Number 4, Sprint Retrospective. After the review, the team holds a retrospective to look at how the sprint went. They discuss what went well, what didn't, and how they can improve in the next sprint. This is all about continuous improvement. Now let's talk about the Scrum artifacts. And these are basically the tools that help keep track of the work. And here are the key ones. 1, product backlog. The product backlog is a prioritized list of everything that needs to be done for the product. It's like the team's to-do list. The product owner is in charge in keeping it updated, adding new tasks, and making sure that the most important items are at the top. Number 2, the sprint backlog. Now this is the list of the tasks the team commits to complete during the current sprint. Don't forget, the current sprint. It is taken from the top of the product backlog during the sprint planning, and the sprint backlog is what the team focuses on for the next few weeks during that sprint. 3, increments. The increment is the sum of all the completed work at the end of the sprint. Ideally, this is something that could be released to customer. It is small and the working part of the final product. Each sprint results in an increment that add values. Finally, let's talk about sprints. A sprint is a short time-boxed period, usually between 1 to 4 weeks I've mentioned, And during this time, the team focuses on completing a set of tasks. And at the end of the sprint, the team delivers a product increment. Sometimes it's potentially usable. And the idea is to work in a small, manageable chunks, so the team can adapt quickly to changes and get feedback. So in conclusion, here's what we've covered. The Agile mindset is about flexibility, collaboration, and adapting to change. 2, the Scrum has 3 roles: Scrum Master, Product Owner, and the development team. 3, Scrum basically follows a series of events like the sprint planning, the daily stand-ups, sprint reviews, and retrospective to keep the team on track. And finally, Scrum uses artifacts like the product backlog, the sprint backlog, and increments to track progress and deliver value. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, these terms are a lot clearer now. Until next time, keep learning and improving. Cheers.